Hello, beings, existences, and non-existences. Today is the first ever episode of what I'm going to be calling my non-human experience. This is a series where I will basically just tell you things that I experience on a daily basis as a non-human. The title of this series may change in the future if I find out that I'm not just a non-human and more broadly just an alterhuman in general. So if I find out I'm other-hearted or something else. Keep in mind that while these are my experiences, they may be different to other non-human or alterhuman experiences. Everybody experiences that differently, and this is just how I experience it. So as you can tell, I'm filming in a kind of darker setting here. I want this to be more calming, more of just a not necessarily casual, but kind of like a relaxing, more conversational environment where it feels like I'm talking about something personal to me, because I am. So basically, at the end of every day, I am going to sit down to film, for a little bit and just basically talk about what's happened that relates to my non-humanity. I plan to do this for 1 week at a time, and then have a week to edit the videos. So I won't be having one every week at this point because I still need time to edit and of course do all the other things I need to do. So I actually filmed a small part last night on Sunday, January 5th of 2025, and I will play that for you now. Alright, so it's actually the night before I wanted to start filming this series, but I wanted to film because I wanted to talk about what's going on in my body right now. So basically, I'm experiencing one of the most intense wing shifts I've had in a while. And I can tell that it's definitely from my fawnkin. My winged fawnkin, and it's really funny because I can feel them and I'm moving them, actively I am moving them, and they are massive, and you can't see them, but they are physically there. So there's that, and then also, I've been off and on, it's almost flickering, experiencing my golden retriever, tail shifts, phantom shifts, and that's really weird too. So I don't really know what's going on, and then I'm also experiencing hoof shifts, which is fine. I'm fine feeling hooves as well, it's weird. But I was moving my foot, right, and I'm this feels wrong, because I have hooves. So, and then I'm also experiencing really bad paw shifts. Well, not bad, good, but also extreme. And I mean, these are my paws. I have paws, but they may look like hands to you, but they're not. Anyways, I just thought it was really funny because I'm just laying in bed. I'm actually trying to go to bed, go to sleep and stuff. And I'm just hey, what is going on with my back? And then there's just wings there. So yeah. So now it is Monday, January 6th, 2025, and I would like to share what happened today. So keep in mind, I have a really bad memory due to multiple reasons. I find it hard to remember things that even happened today. So if I backtrack a little bit or tell things a little bit out of order, that's why. So I remember, waking up was fine, nothing there, and then everything was going whatever, I had a couple phantom shifts during my first period class, and from the time I woke up to my first period class, mostly just tail shifts and some ear shifts, and I was definitely feeling very much like a cat today. As someone with multiple kin types, I do experience it in a fluid way. So sometimes I'll feel more like one creature and then less like another one. But I still identify as all of them simultaneously. Today, as I said, feeling very cat-like, and I remember I was in my second period class. This was around 10:50, no, around like 10:40. I started feeling some very intense phantom shifts, and it started with just my ears, and like I could feel them rotating with sounds, and that happens to me frequently, so I wasn't, whatever, it was just really strong. And then and some really strong tail shifts that I haven't experienced them that strong in a while. For me, when I have a shift, like a phantom shift like that, usually my limbs or whatever is there, like, it doesn't go through like stuff usually. It usually just kind of works with what's around me. So if I was sitting in a chair and my tail, I could feel it wrap around behind me and then beside my legs. And I could feel it moving, and I swear, I was like, I'm gonna look down and I'm gonna see my tail. And it's like I have almost a mental image of what should be there, and then it's not there. Sadly, I wish it was, And that's how I know a lot of the time, like, specifically what animal it's from. And then as time progressed from like 10:40 to like 10:50, it was more and more of my body was becoming a cat. So I could feel my muzzle, my fangs, my nose, my eyes, my fur, like on the back of my neck and on my chest. Like I could feel it. I find phantom shifts to be really nice, but also pretty dysphoric because I can't see anything physically. I can just feel it. And then around like pretty much at 10:50, I think, this is where it starts to get a little bit more hazy because of what happens next. I started, like, I went into a shift. I was just sitting at my desk and I full on shifted, and I was like just sitting there, and we were talking about something. This was English class, and we were just talking about something, and I do remember it. It's a little hazy. When I'm in a shift, most of the time I can understand the words that are being spoken, but I can't like comprehend them. So I understand that they're words and that I should understand them, but I don't actually know what they like mean, and I have a hard time really comprehending them. I am in control of my actions though. For me, having a shift doesn't mean dropping down to all fours, jumping around, doing vocals. I mean, I'm pretty sure, though, if I did open my mouth, I would have meowed. I'm pretty sure. But I didn't. That's why I stayed silent. And I just looked around, felt my ears move to different, sounds, and, felt my eyes flicker across to, different places in the room. And it ended right before the bell rang, which is pretty convenient. But I do remember being kind of like hazy and like just kind of out of it. I was like, oh, whoa. I'm not used to having shifts like in class or in school at all, and so it's really weird, and it was a weird experience. And I think part of it was because I was so aware of the phantom shift that was happening. That could have been part of it. Really nothing else happened until I was on my bus ride home, and I had some more very strong phantom shifts, and I could feel like fangs in my mouth from probably my cat stereotype for a good like 10 minutes, I think, something like that. And it was really weird because I could feel them in my mouth, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna cut my mouth. Obviously did not, and I'm fine. And that's really all I can really think of. I would like to say though, I'm pretty sure that physically I identify as a wolf, and I kind of always feel like a wolf. So when I was having my phantom shift on the bus, I was like also aware that I was a wolf at the same time. And so that was a weird experience. And that's something I've had before. As I said last night, I can have shifts with multiple different animals at the same time. And that was about it for today. So I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow. Alright, so it is Tuesday, January 7th. And I'm gonna be honest, nothing really notable happened today. It's just kind of normal. I'd say in terms of like what I was feeling, it was really a mix of everything today. You know, I think in the morning I was feeling more like a fawn and a dragon, and then as the day progressed, I felt more like a fox and a cat, and then here and there I felt like a wolf and a dog. So yeah, really nothing crazy happened today. A couple phantom shifts, but very mild in terms of feeling. So yeah, not a lot to say for today. Alright, so today is January 8th, and it is Wednesday, and I am in a different area, because I'm at my other house now. I just want to say, I think today, I definitely felt very fox-like, and it was definitely very, yeah, just feeling like a fox pretty much all day, and, you know, and then also, you know, feeling like a wolf and a cat, and, you know, all those other things. But yeah, I would say today is mainly I felt like a fox. I want to say, by the way, that normally, it's not, it doesn't change this much. Normally I feel like mostly like one animal for like a couple days, even weeks, and then, you know, it just kind of switches off into whatever my like main kin type is. So for a while it'll be wolf, for a while it'll be fox, you know, whatever. And then also, good news today, so I'm already feeling really fox-like, right? And one of my late Christmas presents came in, and it is a silver fox plushie, and like, look at it, it's so cute. And I named her Sparrow. My stereotypes and kin types, they don't have names that I'm like aware of. My golden retriever stereotype, I think, has a name, and I'm trying to remember it, but that's hard because dogs can't understand language in the same way that humans do. So, you know, trying to dig through a memory that first off is from a different lifetime and like in a different animal is just weird. What was I talking about? But I feel like the name Sparrow really suits my fox stereotype, and that's kind of what I've been calling her in my head. By the way, when I refer to my fox stereotype, I mostly refer to it as a her, because I remember having kits. So it's also kind of cool that I have this little plush, because I can kind of care for it like it's one of my kits. And, you know, I can kind of just take care of it. And then it also just makes me feel more connected. So that's really cool. And then other than that, and like very few phantom shifts today, by the way. I only had like 2 or 3 that I can remember. But yeah, other than that, really nothing else happened. So yeah. Before I end off today's though, I do want to point out I'm gonna try to grow my nails out, and they're super short right now, but I'm gonna make them into more like pointed shapes, like claws, to help ease some dysphoria I've been having. So I just wanted to share that. I think it's really cool. Okay, it is January 9th, and I want to say that today I went out and bought breadsticks, and that was really cool. Speaking of my trip to go buy breadsticks, I was walking to the breadstick store. I don't know why I'm being so silly about it, but I was walking there and I was like, wow, I feel like a wolf, like for real. But I felt like a wolf, and you know, that was really cool. And I was walking and I was like, wow, yeah, I'm a wolf. Like, I expected people to see me as a wolf, and then when they didn't, I was like, what? So I think I might have been partially shifted, or just having a shift, like, on my walk there. And I just kind of felt like that all day. I also had, quite a bit more, like, species dysphoria, because I felt like a wolf so much more today. I get a lot more species dysphoria, when I feel like a wolf. I do experience species dysphoria pretty much all the time, because I feel like a wolf all the time, because I feel like my body is that of a wolf's. So that's something to keep in mind. When I feel more like a wolf, I have more dysphoria. I have a theory on why I view myself, like, not view myself, but why I physically identify in that way, and I think it's because I was meant to be born as a wolf in this lifetime, and I wasn't. Because I don't have any, spiritual, relation to wolves, like I do, my cat stereotype, silver fox, golden retriever, and dragon. So I think that really what was meant to happen is I was meant to be a wolf in this lifetime, and I wasn't. So my soul was put into a human's body. That's kind of just my working theory at the moment, to explain why I feel this way. But I've been thinking about it a lot, and, like, I can't tell if I actually want to be perceived as a wolf or an animal in general. But I also don't really want to be perceived as human. It's less so that I want to be perceived as the specific animal, but more as just not a human, if that makes sense. And then on my walk home, I felt very much like a wolf still, right? Physically, and I was having phantom shifts pretty much all day. That also comes with me feeling like a wolf, like, as I pretty much have phantom shifts, like, all the time. Here's my cat, by the way. But yeah, so I kind of felt like an anthropomorphic wolf on my walk home, which is weird, because even when I'm walking on two legs, like, I'm, like, in a phantom shift where I feel my whole body, I usually feel like I'm walking on four legs, even if I'm not. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, that is what happened today. Honestly, really not too much, just, I don't know, a little bit more than, like, the normal for me, I don't know. But yeah, see you tomorrow. And tomorrow's Friday. I'm so excited because I am so ready to be done with this week. Alright, so it is January 11th. I know, I skipped a day. I didn't record yesterday because I was pretty busy, and then when I got home, I was exhausted, so I forgot to film. I was also on a call with my partner, and I fell asleep, so yeah. But let's go over what happened yesterday. So yesterday, I want to say, like, it was definitely a wolf day, and nothing too crazy happened, but I did do my nails, and so now they look more like claws, and that is so euphoric to me. I love it, and I'm really happy about it. And then I also went roller skating, which is always a really nice experience for me. It feels very freeing, and actually really does help me connect to my alterhumanity a lot. I'm not really sure why, but it just gives me a lot of time to reflect on myself and, you know, just think about things. Today, still feeling very wolf-like. I also felt pretty fox-like today as well, so that was cool. And I just worked on a lot of masks today, so yeah, nothing too crazy. I'd like to mention that I make masks and wear masks for fun. It actually really doesn't do a whole lot for me in terms of connecting to my kin types. So it's more of just a hobby for me. But for some others, it can really help reduce dysphoria. For me, it doesn't, because I get dysphoria from pretty much from my whole body. which is why I make fun masks like this one and my other masks. This mask is Star from Star versus the Forces of Evil, by the way. Well, it's a cat version of her. That's all I have to say for yesterday and today. Really nothing happened. Felt like a wolf. No, shifts out of the ordinary. Of course, lots of phantom tail shifts because I can't live a day without those. And ear shifts and muzzle, snout shifts. I have those a lot too. So nothing out of the ordinary for me. One last thing I forgot to mention. Yesterday I went to the dollar store with my mom and I got this dog toy. It's so cute. Now I have two. So this is my other one. It's really cute. I almost forgot to tell you guys about that. It is Saturday and I won't be filming tomorrow because I need to have time to finish up editing this video. So, but yeah, this has just been first week of this series, first episode of this series of my non-human experience. It's been really fun to do this. It's really nice to actually talk about things I experienced throughout the day. So yeah, I hope this has been fun or informational or just, entertaining for you guys. And I don't know, I think this is something I want to keep doing in the future, but there won't be one next week because I have another video planned for next week. But I will be trying to do at least one long form video every week. We'll see about that. I am a very busy man, so, Anyways, I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.